Police in Sandy Springs are getting ready to stop responding to home alarm calls for 39 companies who owe the city almost $500,000. Here's the why. More than 98% of security system calls to police and fire are false alarms. Joe Hankey walks us through why the city is now cracking down.
The city of Sandy Springs received more than 11,000 false alarm calls in 2016, adding up to more than $775,000 in administrative costs. Those calls represent more than 98% of the total alarm system calls coming into the Sandy Springs 911 center.
First of all, it takes several minutes for the dispatcher to take the call. And then once we dispatch a car, of course, that's tying up that officer.
This past October, a new city ordinance began holding security companies responsible for false alarms. Among a list of regulations, security companies are now fined for false alarms, $25 for the first offense, $250 for the second and third strike, and $500 for a fourth violation. Last month, 2 alarm companies and the Georgia Electronic Life Safety and System Association filed a federal lawsuit calling the ordinance unconstitutional. The suit argues the fines are misdirected. Here's Sandy Springs' city attorney on why they are not fining citizens.
Many other jurisdictions have tried that. It has not curtailed the number of false alarms. Only by addressing it with the monitoring companies, the entity that calls our 911 center, are we able to control it.
The false alarm calls have gone down since October, but some are still coming through. City numbers show companies have been fined $475,000 under the ordinance, but only $156,000 have been collected. Companies have 30 days to pay fines, and city data shows 39 companies are 90 days past due. Those include major companies like ADT, Xfinity Home, and Callaway Security. For those 39 delinquent companies, today the city of Sandy Springs sent a letter to those companies letting them know they have 5 days to pay up or police will stop responding to their burglary calls. The city will continue to respond, though, to what are called panic, hold up, and fire alarm calls. To see if your alarm company is on the list, just click on this story over on 11alive.com. Reporting in Sandy Springs tonight, I'm Joe Hankey, 11 Alive News.